Okay, all of you. What was the last line?
The connection continues
Until
Both
the
the points,
connection
sir.
the connection continues until either side either side
Sir, the connection continues
until either side ends the session. Either side ends the session.
Sir,
Tell me.
repeat fourth point.
The connection continues until either side ends the session. ENDS ends the session. Full stop. Now, these are the 4 points which is finished. Okay. Now continue with the remote assistance point. Continue with your remote assistance. An important similarity between remote assistance and remote desktop is
similarity.
between the remote assistance and remote desktop is that both the host user and the remote user both the host user and the remote user are seeing the same screen are seeing the same screen. Full stop. Both can take part in the process. Both can take part in the process. Full stop. Make a heading of remote desktop now. Make a heading of remote desktop.
Hello,
Remote,
sir.
remote desktop.
Hello. Hello,
Yes, Shubham, tell me.
sir. Both can take part.
In the process. In the process. Full stop. Remote desktop. Now make another heading. Remote desktop refers to the connection. Remote desktop refers to the connection made when a user obtains full access to a host computer or device from a distance. Full stop. For example, for example, a user,
Sir, can you repeat?
for
From
example, which one?
Desktop,
Which
for
part?
example.
For example, from a distance, from a distance, I said, to a host
Okay, sir.
computer or device from a distance. Full stop. For
Okay, sir.
example, a user connects to their work computer from a personal computer at home. Full stop. Paragraph change. In a typical Windows remote desktop connection, comma, in a typical Windows remote desktop connection, comma,
In a typical Windows
remote desktop connection, comma, the host computer's screen locks, LOCKS, the host computer's screen locks when the session begins.
So when
The session begins. When the session begins. Full stop. Only the remote computer will see. Only the remote computer will see any video output. Only the remote computer will see any video output. Full stop. Although viewed on a remote screen, although viewed, VIEWED, although viewed, Prasad,
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
what happened?
No, no, sir. I
Which
was out
part?
of town, sir.
So right now you are joining. We
Yes, sir. That's
covered
why.
the last section.
Yeah, yes, sir. I spoke with my recruiter, sir, but she has not seen my
Take
message.
immediately this screenshot. Take it immediately.
Wait, sir. Done, sir. Next one.
Done. And this is the part we are discussing. Remote access. I'm just giving the notes over there.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. This is a
So I'll
remote
just leave
desktop.
the space. I'll just leave some space and I'll continue from now, sir. Is it okay,
Yes,
sir?
you can continue, but someone has to share you the notes. If they can share their screenshots, then it will be good. Okay.
So,
I'm just providing the
okay.
notes.
Sir,
Anyways,
excuse me, sir.
uh,
Sir, I'm Rupesh. I joined right now, sir.
right now you have
Sir,
joined.
yes, sir. I also need notes, sir. If you don't mind.
You need notes, then from where I can give you notes right now?
Sir,
Everyone is writing it. They have to
okay,
share
sir.
it.
I'll contact with remaining members if anybody is willing.
If anyone is like what has taken the screenshot, they can provide you the notes. Okay, the screenshots.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, but
Okay.
how, sir? How we can get the
You can
screenshots? Like,
you can basically search on this, okay, on internet, most probably
okay,
remote assistance and remote desktops, and you will have to get the notes from there. Basically from the
okay,
diagram
okay,
you can understand. Okay,
okay, no problem.
the diagram you can understand that what exactly is going on with remote assistance.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so anyways, everyone continue. What exactly, what was the last line?
Although viewed on a remote screen.
Although viewed on a remote screen, comma, the host computer
So although
does, although viewed on a remote screen, comma, the host computer does all the processing. Full stop.
can you repeat?
The user, the host user, or the host computer, not user. The host computer does all the processing. Full stop. The user only sends keyboard and mouse input the user only sends keyboard and mouse input, and the host computer only sends back video and audio output. Full stop. A remote desktop connection is mostly about productivity, full stop. It allows an employee to connect. It allows an employee to connect to his or her computer and
So connect to
his or her computer and access files from somewhere else from somewhere else in the workplace. in the workplace via the internet. Via the internet. Full stop. In short, remote desktop aims
A remote desktop.
aims AIMS to increase efficiency increase efficiency EFFI EFF's CI EFFI CIENCY, right? Efficiency. Whereas remote assistance facilitates 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 technical support facilitates technical support. Okay, so everyone just here you can find it Windows remote desktops uh, assistance. Okay, remote assistance. So remote assistance, simply just type it. Here you can see that option. Invite someone to connect to your PC and help you, or offer to help anyone. Simply just click on that option. You will get this box. Okay, this is your Windows remote assistance box. So over here you get two options. Either invite someone to help you on your system, or you help someone who has invited you from your system. Okay, in both these cases, because mine is not set up over here for the remote assistance, otherwise you will be seeing something called an invitation. You can see that invitation. Okay, there is something called invitation file which always gets generated. Once you click that file, there will be a invitation code. Okay, there is your password actually, which will be generated. Either you click on this option or this option, and this file you have to download it and you have to share to that person who wants to access your system. Okay, for example, if you want to give me access, then you have to click on this option and you have to download that file which contains the password to access your system, and you have to share it. Either send it via WhatsApp or via like or mail or via any other way. You have to send that file to me. And what exactly I have to do is I have to double click on that file and I have to enter the password which is found in that file. Once I connect, okay, once my password and everything is correct, this is when exactly I get this type of page. It's a very straightforward, simple page, what you are getting for remote assistance. Remote assistance. This is your images. This is the type of things you are getting. This is your invitation. Let me just show you the invitation file. Invitation. This is what you are having, the invitation file. You can see that. This is the type of invitation file, which you basically need to download it, okay, and save it. Once you will click on that file, at the time you will have to enter the password. You can see that. Okay, the password is there. Enter the password. Okay, so this is the password what is found in this file, this invitation file. Okay, so when you open it, when you create it, at the time you will be seeing the password. Okay, and you have to share that password to this user who wants to connect to your system. He has to enter it over here. Once it presses enter, this is open. Okay, so this is when exactly you are having this particular remote assistance. It is like what this always this invitation file gets created, no matter whichever you are using, whether this option or this option. Okay, if you are clicking on this option, this is when exactly you can see that use an invitation file. Okay, but if you are using this option, this one exactly it needs to be set up. Okay, so this remote assistance connection you can manage from your control panel settings over here. So let me just show you. Over here you are having the remote assistance. Okay, can you see that option? Can you see that remote assistance, everyone, in the system properties? Can you see this box?
Yes, sir.
This box, it must be checked. See that remote desktop and remote assistance in the system properties. Okay, so directly just right click on your my computer, and from there you are having the properties option. No? My properties or system properties. From there you can find this option. It is available under the remote. Okay, this remote option is there. It is available. Both these boxes, it needs to be checked. If it is not checked, at the time we'll be getting the error. Can you see this invitation file password? Can you see?
Yes, sir.
This is the file password. You can see that waiting for incoming connection. It will be like that. And once it is done, once it is connected, this is when you will be getting this type of chat box. How can I show
सर ये
you this?
कितने के लिए ये रहता है सर? हेलो
Huh? Tell me. Tell me.
सर ये जो हम
Yes, go on. Tell me.
सर हम किसी के लिए एप्लीकेशन भेजते तो किसकी कितने टाइम के लिए लिमिटेड रहता है सर? टाइम पीरियड कितना रहता है सर उसका?
हाँ, मतलब किस तरफ तुम्हारा हाँ टाइम पीरियड किसका टाइम पीरियड
कनेक्शन का
मतलब वो लिंक का कितने टाइम के लिए वैलिड रहती है सर?
कनेक्शन मतलब जितना देर तुम कर सकते हो वो कर सकते हो. एंड सेशन करना है तो फिर कर दो. जब तुम्हारा ओवर हो जाएगा तुम कर सकते हो.
सर आपने मतलब
ये देखो ये जो इमेज दिखाई दे रहा है ना,
मतलब एक दिन बाद एक्सपायर हो गया, दो दिनों बाद,
तो फिर से कनेक्ट कर देना ना. वही सेम पासवर्ड को यूज करके कनेक्ट करना है.
नहीं उसका मतलब कुछ वैलिडिटी रहती है, कैसा पूछ रहा हूँ सर?
ये तो जब तुम्हारा डिसाइड होगा, जैसे कि तुमने अभी के लिए जनरेट किया राइट, तो इसका तो एक तो वैलिडिटी तो रहेगा कि आज के लिए 24 आवर्स के लिए एक सेशन रहेगा, नेक्स्ट 24 आवर्स के लिए दूसरा सेशन रहेगा. ठीक है, क्योंकि डेट और टाइम का भी तो ये होता है ना. जैसे कि आज का फाइल अगर जनरेट हुआ है तो फिर इसको यूज करके तुम आज सेशन एक्सेस कर सकते हो. ये सेम पुराना वाला. हाँ, ये मतलब जो टाइमिंग्स होते हैं उसके बेसिस पे चलता है. ठीक है, टाइमिंग्स होते हैं. तुम्हारा अगर फाइल आज का जनरेट हुआ है, सेशन आज का है, तो फिर वो सेम फाइल को यूज करके कल तो नहीं कर सकते ना ज्वाइन, क्योंकि वो तो पुराना हो चुका है. तो इसीलिए मतलब जब भी हम लोग करना चाहते हैं, जनरेट करना चाहते हैं, तो फिर हम लोग उसी टाइम जनरेट कर देते हैं, फाइल जनरेट कर देते हैं, पासवर्ड शेयर कर देते हैं और फिर एक्सेस मिल जाता है. 24 आवर्स मतलब यूज कर सकते हो. और जब एक्सेस करते हो तो ऐसा टाइप का आता है. You are getting this type of images, everyone. This is when you can see that this is the remote access you are getting. Okay, over here you are getting the chat option. Directly you can chat with your technical engineer. If you are facing any issues with your system, directly chat option is available. And all these are free applications coming in Microsoft Windows operating system. Okay, so this is what you are getting the benefit. Another thing you get is remote desktop. Okay, Remote desktop connection. Very flexible, everyone. This remote desktop connection, it is available in your system also. Remote desktop. Simply just type remote desktop and press enter. This is what you are getting. This is your connection. Whichever system you want to access, simply just type the name or the IP address of that system. Give the username over here, means the remote username. Okay. For example, you can see this. This is the type of window. You can see this is the remote machine, the machine which you are accessing remotely via internet. This is this machine. But this username, what you are entering, right, over here, this is the remote username over here. Okay, and once you press connect, this is when it will ask you to enter this user passport. Okay, this user over here. So all this username and password, it is coming from the remote user's perspective over here. When you hit connect, you type simply just computer, the IP address, everything. Simply just hitting connect, you will be getting this type of window and you will be getting connected. Your means remote system will appear on your screen automatically. As you can see on the background, we have the local computer and this is a remote desktop over here. All you have to do is type the name or the IP address of this remote machine over here, the username, what you are using to log into this computer over here. And once you hit connect, you will be, if everything is correct, you have successful internet connection going on, then you will be getting the password. And the password you can use to basically simply just connect to the remote system, and you can do manage whatever you want. See that every single thing you can do. Starting from like what you are having the what I can say, like creating file, deleting file, whatever you want. Even shutdown also. You can remotely shut down this system also.
So
So
how
this
to
thing is,
restrict some folders and drives?
this is coming on the permission perspective.
Yeah.
Okay, the permission perspective, just select on that you are having the permission available now. Over here, right click, then go to properties. From here you will get the security option. Can you see the security option is there? From here you can do this, do the restriction over there. The security permission.
Before sharing, okay. So I
Before
have to
sharing,
do
obviously, before sharing, you have to set up the permission for whatever file folder you don't want to share.
okay.
Okay, so do that first. After that, share your screen. Otherwise, if you are giving the share and after that you are doing the security kind of thing, it doesn't make sense, right? He will have the access to it.
Yes, sir. Sir, one more thing.
Tell me.
Sir, basically that remote desktop and remote assistant, there is only one difference, that mainly difference, that is for the assistant unit. For assistant unit, like the example that you have given, laptop, and if if you get any query, then you need to contact to the technical support person.
Yes. Yes, most
And
of the time, means in fact all the time it is used for technical support related purpose. Remote assistance means technical support. We are using it. Okay. And remote desktop means what? Work from home type option. Work from home, where you are completely logging into your office system and you are doing all of your work from office. Okay, by simply just sitting at home you are doing it. This is what you are having. Okay, simply just take this, everyone, screenshot. Take it fast. Only we are having 7 minutes left.
sir, we want yesterday screenshot as well.
Yes, I will share. Just simply just note down this part. Okay, this is very easy, everyone. Not that kind of complicated. All of you take this part as well. Taken? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So your IP version 6, right? How many bits address?
128 bit.
128. How many groups?
8 groups.
One group equals to how many bits?
16 bit.
16 bits. 16 bits.
Next, in which format?
Hexadecimal.
Hexadecimal is all about.
0 to 1 and A to F.
Is it case sensitive?
No.
It is
Not
Not.
case sensitive.
Not case sensitive. No case sensitive means uppercase, lowercase, it doesn't matter. Then what we are using to separate one group from another group?
Colon.
Colon.
Broadcast concept is there?
No broadcast
No,
concept.
because it is replaced by
Multicast.
multicast. Can you see all these 8 groups? Can you see one by one?
Yes, sir.
This is your first group, second group, third group, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Can you see the column we are using in between?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now we are using double column to represent a group of all zeros, but only once we can use it. Group of all zeros means what? Can you see this as a group? All zeros, right?
Yes, sir.
Can we call this a series of zeros? Yes or no?
Yes.
You are not seeing any non-zero value, right? Every single value in these groups are zeros. This thing you can write it. You don't have to write all the zeros. Simply just write double column. This double column simply means all the zeros. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, we are having leading zeros can be excluded. Leading zeros means, can you see this group starts with 0? But remaining zeros are non-zero values, right? Non-zero values. So we don't have to write this 0. We can simply just write non-zero values. Understood?
Yes,
We don't
sir.
have to write this 0 over here. We can simply write the non-zero values. That's it. Okay. These are the ways by which we can shorten the address, because see, the address is so long, right? We can shorten the address. Now, you are having this type of types of address, everyone. What are the types of address? Global unicast, unique local,
Global unicast,
local,
unique local address,
multicast
link
address.
local.
These are same addresses, just like your IPv4. You can see that similar to a IPv4, public IPv4, it's called what? Global unicast. Anytime any address starts with 2000. Can you see this over here? It is 2000 and more than 2000, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
It
sir.
is more than 2000. Okay. At least if it is 2, at least over here, then we are considering it as what? Global unicast means public IPv4. Okay. Similar to public IPv4 means chargeable addresses. Unique local address FC00 means you see a value FC00 over here. You understand that this is what type of address?
Unique local address.
In other
Private.
words, private
Similar to
address.
private.
Okay.
Non-chargeable.
Link local address FE80. Anytime you see a value which is FE80 over here, you know that it is what? Link local. Yesterday we discussed about it, right? 169.254, remember? DSCP.
Yes, sir.
This is link local in IPv6. Same thing. And multicast, we are having FF00. Multicast means what? One-to group communication, right? Anytime you are having an IPv6 global, IPv4 global broadcast address, right? Remember? The IPv4 global broadcast address, everyone, all 255s. Remember? 255,
Yes,
255, 255.255.
255.
That is one-to-all communication, right? But since we don't have any broadcast concept in IPv6, we are having only multicast address. So multicast address starts from what? Double F00.
Yes.
Anytime you see this value is double F00, then you understand that it is multicast. Okay, these are some basic informations. What exactly you need to know right now at this moment. Later in the advanced networking module, you get to know more about it. Okay, and these are some bits and bytes. Okay, how many bits equal to how many bytes? These calculations are there. Just for information's sake, I have given it over here. Okay, now those of you who have taken the screenshot, very good, about yesterday's session, right? Let me just give you the notes. This is your DNS. Simply just take it. Yes, all of you. Those, okay, simply just take the screenshot. DNS. over here. Can you take it? This is your domain name system.
Yes, sir.
Over here we have the DNS nodes. Take this. Taken.
Yes, sir.
Then we are moving on to the DHCP. DHCP part. Okay. Okay, so over here you are having the second part, the DHCP. Take the screenshot. Taken. Taken, all of you.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and regarding the CMD, I'm sharing the CMD screenshots over here. All of you can simply just download it. There are a total of 8 screenshots available. All of you can get it.
Yes, sir.
Screenshot, you are getting it, right? Screenshot 3. Have you got the screenshot number 3? Just give the acknowledgement, everyone. If you are not getting screenshot number 4 shared, you guys are getting it.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
In the chat box, I am sharing in the chat box. Simply just see in the chat box.
No.
No, sir.
What
Not yet.
now? It is uploaded, I guess.
No.
How come no is coming?
Yes, sir, uploaded in the chat
Everyone
box.
has got it? How many screenshots you have received?
Not one.
5.
5 screenshots received,
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Okay,
Not.
It shows 5, sir. 5.
5. Then this is another one, 6th one. 6 screenshot is coming. Then 7.
This was
7
yesterday's
is
screenshot,
coming.
na, sir?
Yes,
The
yes.
screenshot you explained, the total 8 screenshots.
Sir,
Yes.
I didn't get any one of it.
Me too, sir.
Okay, I have shared all the 8 screenshots. Maybe your network connection is slow. That is why you are not getting properly.
Okay.
Okay, who has got all the screenshots? All the 8 screenshots? Who has got all the screenshots?
No, sir.
None of you have got it.
Sir, I have already
Sir, I have received
Also-
one, but I have
yesterday class.